Alrighty. Who is receiving the Archangel collective love reading today? So, I do feel a feminine's energy gathering information on somebody. So if you are the feminine in this dynamic, you could have been recently very much searching online, seeing what's going on with somebody that you are more than infatuated with. If you're a masculine here, somebody has their eyes on you. Somebody deeply has their eyes on you and wants to know how to get to know you better. You could have had this connection for a while, and it's gone on and off, and now this is almost like a secret admirer, somebody who wonders if you're still single. Have you found somebody else? Is my chance still there? Their mindset, the mindset of the person connected to you has too much talking of redemption, the energy of rising from the ashes together, for it not to be somebody you haven't had a connection, like a spiritual and emotional connection and possibly sexual connection with before. So, they've been looking you up on social media. They've been reading your messages. They've been asking if you guys... Okay, they're actually telling me no, they haven't been asking other people about you. This has been a very intimate thing because they're kind of like, I don't want anybody else's opinion on this dynamic. You've had breathing room from each other. So, did they like what they saw as they've been looking you up? Well, the next answer for that will help me by knowing what collective this is. What collective is this? We have the Gabriel, and what else through Svartalfheim. So you're a master manifester. You're part of my Svartalfheim collective, which is not an Archangel love collective. This is my spiritual alchemy collective. If you're called, you possibly should go look at that. I'm being called to do another one of those. So probably not too long after you're watching this reading, I will have one up, if not already. Another one. But this is the Gabriel collective. I know the truth. In the center of myself, all the answers lie within. Ancient knowledge and wisdom are available to me. I recall my dreams when I awaken, and I use them as tools to help guide me in my waking life. The stone is called ammonite. So the person's energy is literally, are you spiraling round and around trying to find answers? It's time to stop, go within, and allow yourself to step into the deep recesses of your mind, emotions, in order to uncover the truth. Take time for reflection beside the ocean or a body of water. This person, the feminine connected to this, could be really what I'm sensing is either a water sign or a air sign, or at least that is in their chart. It could be their moon, etc. I see they saw that your life has so many dynamic moving factors that you have not been harping. You have more than excelled. Anything, any struggle life has put in front of you, you have prevailed through and actually made it happen for you, not to you. Gabriel collective, they liked what they saw and what they see. This is good. This is good vibes. The other stone I'm being called to talk about, and I'll do my thing here, peacock copper. Are you in touch with your magnificence? Find ways to bring more joy into your life. Be aware of source and your emotional challenges or perceived blockages so that you can release them. Get in touch with your inner radiance and shine your light brightly. That's how you make this person feel. When you allow yourself to shine bright like a diamond, I have that song now playing in my head. It's been a while since I did a channeled song, so I guess I'll have to add that here. Interesting. It's like you have, they also want me to state this, you have found a way of making your joy your job, your source of income. So you could be a very creative source. You could have a side hustle. You've been on your grind. This person sees that you love yourself unconditionally and wants to know how you became so in touch with yourself. Because they see that if you were not being who you truly are, secrets would have came out by now. Wow. Well, this individual sees that they could have cried over spilled milk with you and separated out of impulsivity. There was a sense of insecurity of feeling that if you truly got too close to them, that you would end up breaking their heart, and they figured they might as well stop it before it could happen. They were very confused on another dynamic, if somebody was their divine, if this was a person they shouldn't let go of. And even though they, in the past, could not come to an understanding with you, what I see now is a true offer being presented of talking of the past and not staying in a nostalgic state of mind. Both of you could have tattoos, because when I'm called to use my tattoo tarot, normally that means that if not both of the people have a lot of tattoos. Or it could just be this bold and abrasive, like they show their identity on their sleeve type of energy. If you've been called to get a tattoo recently, though, and it feels that, you feel that feel, do it. There's a little mini message here of the way that you find joy and simplicity, the way you find the things you find joy in, they do as well. I'm hearing that in the past, this person would have never told you how much respect and how much they actually adored you. This person very much played off like your connection was just casual for them. So that magnificent energy, there's still a time frame of you two being apart, and I need you to take comfort in knowing that. There's not a what if. They need you to understand that the reason that you two are apart right now is because there's still some key factors that your individual is overcoming. Literally. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You two have the future high timeline together. You are already in your highest timeline. And being in your highest timeline is staying in flow. It's knowing that there's going to be controlled chaos. It's knowing there's going to be moments of feeling unbalanced. You're not supposed to know everything. You're not supposed to know if this in the past, if this was somebody you were going to give up on, or somebody that you were to prevail forward with, because you both still had decisions to make to see if you can align. Sometimes we don't want to align with somebody, even if we love them, because it means they're in a lower spot than us and we would have to go down. It feels that both of you could have had the same toxic habits, even though you never did them together. It was at different parts of life. This person, you've inspired them to release toxic people, habits. They see that you're happy, you're flourishing, and you're growing, and that you have not let the parasite of your life win. They are a cheerleader. They're a cheerleader from afar. They could look at you through a fake profile, or they could even look at your stuff but like never respond, haven't responded to you, etc. But they are infatuated by you. They don't even wait at the balcony. It's like they could even have it to where, you know how I think you can have notifications when certain people post? Yeah, and it's like, oh, so-and-so just posted. This person is like a #1 fan of you. But it's more than that. They are willing to keep themselves away from you because they thought that was what was best for you for so long. And maybe it actually was. Maybe it was what was best for you. This person could have finally really opened up to one other person about you and has asked for help on what to do about bringing a forward movement to you. Alcohol is a big thing in this. You could have, or they could have had an alcohol dependency. This individual feels that they, which makes sense, will become a totally different person when they were under the influence. And that person could be vain and make decisions that when they woke up in the morning, they would not have been able to face. They didn't want to hurt you. I'm telling you, the reason that this person separated is because they felt that you were too good, not even pure, because they could see that one of the biggest things they were attracted to about you was your dark night of the soul, but how pure you were with embodying that. This person has fell in love with you. And that's a big word to say, but it's true. Looks like the advice they received could have been from a friend that is like one of the people that they see has really helped them get out of a rut, or has been like one of the only people in their ear cheering for them to release what no longer serves. And they asked about you, and they told them that they should talk. That if this person brings you joy and you watch them from afar, why are you hurting yourself? You feel ready. You're not going to have everything figured out, but you have enough figured out now. It was all a misunderstanding. This person is part of your highest timeline because you too chose to do the work. And this is a message from Archangel Michael. You just crossed a barrier of understanding. You were not supposed to know everything. And that maybe sometimes there are people you felt you were supposed to give up on. And you were. And because you did, it made a chain of events to where they could find their way back to you. Alrighty, what's our extra bit for the Gabriel collective? This feels like it's not even about love. This is about that master manifester part. If you stay to this part, you're part of the Svartalfheim collective. 1000%. Okay, so this is the energy you're sending to the world right now, and this is what you're being received because spiritual alchemy transfer one thing for another. Valkyrie's working with you. You can because you must. You are somebody that has prevailed through, and no matter what life is fucking thrown at you, you are like the person that's like, okay, let's not pretend this isn't happening. This fucking sucks, whatever was going on in your life. You right now are at a point of so much gratefulness that you are not scared to talk about the dark anymore. That everything good is going to go away. You are safe. Because you have always gone forward. Because you are believing in the guidance. Because you have stated, I am willing and deserving of joy and rest. Because I will always be a fighter. Being blinded by the light. Spirit wants you to know they have blinded. You remember who we were talking about blinded by the light? You were blinded by your own light as well. For a very long time. When something needs to be kept from you, they always do it for you, not to you. The message right now, Svartalfheim Collective, is if you've ever done any form they want me to say if you've ever done any form of light magic manifesting a divine, not a specific person, but a divine, about opening layers of communication. If you've ever done some form of manifestation jars about a divine, about the soul, not a face or etc., things happen. They're saying that you were always correct, that this was going to happen. It may not have happened in the span of time that you were told it should, like 2 weeks or etc., doing a certain type of light work. It literally is all surfacing. You told Spirit what you wanted, and they said, okay, well, this is the path to it. And you allowed this to not be a race of make it or break it. You allowed it to be a Mario Kart race, which is like intense as fuck, right? It could be stressful as fuck playing Mario Kart, but there is still fun to it. It's a glide. It's the Rainbow Road. What they're stating is they have received your downloads. They want you to know the world has already been presented to you. They had to keep you blinded from that person, from some connection. And in general, they make sure you don't know information that will keep you off track. If it's something you're supposed to know, you will. They're saying because at this moment, what you're giving the world is still honoring. I know when to have my gloves up. And I know what fear I'm going to release today. And because my consistency overpowers my inspiration. You have actually gained complete control of your existence by letting go. Surrender is something you understand. And they need you to know you've passed. And you could be seeing green check marks everywhere. I'm seeing green check marks. The color green is going to be following you. But you have made a map for your divine to meet into your life. Not for you to follow, not for you to walk blindly through. Spirit has paved this path for you the whole time. You no longer go down a road too soon or too fast or too late. And they want you to be reminded that even if you were, they can always reroute you. You have a deeply embedded conversation so close, I can almost taste it. That's what I have for you today, my friend. Allow this love in, and I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.